Oh, guide me, O thou great Jehovah. I'm a pilgrim through this barren land. Oh, I am weak, but thou art mighty. Oh, God, hold me thy powerful hand.
Hi, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. As you know, we've been following this whole Clansman one Dan gang trial out of Jamaica. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. And hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new video goes up on SouFLoTV. Let's get right into this one with no delay. You know, I've said, boy, things get sticky upon the past that woman, are better known as Mumma. No, because as you know, they've been playing the secret recordings on those 3 cell phones that was recorded by, some would say is an informant, some would call him a snitch, somebody who used to be in the gang that was secretly recording them and has turned over all the recordings to the police. That's for those of you who don't know what a guan. See? Alright. On that recording, Mumma has been heard now multiple times. So somebody says, SouFLo, if anybody had go to prison, for sure, Mumma is one of them. Alright, this headline just dropped in Jamaica Loop News that says married pastor Mumma had gangster boyfriend. Played on the recording in court and said that a cop who rated black man, who is the alleged leader of the Clansman one Dan gang, gave her information on gang probe and more. Now, hear what? Boy, Mumma married, you know. Mumma married to an ordained minister. You understand? But gunman in she hole, she like that. It seems to be true. Hey, watch me now. Anyhow, it says that a police officer who reportedly respected Andre Blackman Bryan, the leader of the One Dan faction of the Clansman gang, is said to have provided the criminal organization with vital information on the operations of the Spanish Town police station, including its probe of the gang itself. Okay, if that's true, then the police there need to be in the mix too, don't it? Okay, so that means that police should not only lose job but should be on trial as well for facilitating certain things, enabling certain things, and should be tried alongside the rest of the gang. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. Them can't just fling the man them in a jail and not put the police up in there. If this is true, that this police had such respect for the Don himself, that he provided them with vital information on the operations of the Spanish Town police station, including its probe of the gang itself. What? Anyhow, the disclosure was made by Stephanie Mumma Christie herself, a St. Thomas pastor and alleged major operative of the gang. Some people are saying, yo, she was just a pastor and she was just like really good friends with them. And others are saying, no, my youth, she was a top tier gangster involved in everything that they were involved in. She said all this during a secretly recorded cell phone conversation between herself and a former gang member that has now turned state witness. She herself said that a policeman give her the run-ins of what is going on. The recorded statement was played on Wednesday as the witness continued to give evidence in chief, the second phase of which began last Wednesday at the gang trial in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. Christie said that the police officer was assigned to the Spanish Town Criminal Investigation Branch, or the CIB. She even tell where him work. She also said that he had been charged with murder, but was subsequently freed of that charge. She said that the officer was a good friend or a friend of her gangster boyfriend. A married woman, this, you know? The boyfriend is not our husband she attack, you know. Our man on the side she attack. That boyfriend was Crocs. And we've heard Crocs' name come up multiple times now, right? Crocs is the defendant, Fabian Johnson, one of the 33 that were accused, or the accused persons that are on trial. Hold on there. Previous testimony at the trial last year suggested that Christie, who is the married pastor woman that goes by the name of Mumma, as she was arrested by law enforcement officers while attending her husband's ordination at a church in St. Thomas in 2019. Look at when them went to go pick her up now. During the cell phone conversation with the witness, which was played in court on Wednesday, she said the policeman told her about a red, unmarked patrol car that was assigned to the police station. Watch out for that. Here is how it goes. Yes, man. May I tell you, we have one police friend way down a CIB, you know. Him did kill a youth and them take him off a frontline duty. Take him off the work complete. But him win the case. But a Croc's friend were dead, brethren. From a pin to a anchor, cause him rate B. Andrew Blackman Bryan, she referred to as B. From a pin to a anchor, cause him rate B like that. You see it? So any little thing, him kind of sure what going on sitting, is what she said on the recording as the recording was played in court. Replied the witness. This is the witness who is now state evidence, you know. I have a conversation with her and taping her secretly and then turned over this tape to the police. Yes, man. A him make we know. Even the new red car will come out with the plate, Christie stated. According to Christie, the same cop had recorded a rhythm at Bryan's studio on Jones Avenue in Spanish Town. Yeah, man, cause him rate hombre bad, you know. Him rate him bad. Speaking of Bryan again. Him a make we know say them not even have nothing upon him still. So me know him a come home, man, she told the witness. A good thing we have him on our side, man. Yeah, man. Keep the link with him, the witness told the pastor. In another secret recording, the raging issue of disloyalty within the gang arose once more. Gangsta City Post and witness were discussing how they could get rid of disloyal members. I want whole bomba blood clot Razim. A rival in me ear same there, said City Post. Additionally, the men also explored how they would transport a cell phone into Bryan's detention cell. Remember, I know at this time, Andre Blackman Bryan was incarcerated. And they have heard multiple phone calls now with him on the phone call while he is incarcerated. See, they can be heard on recording now, according to this report, trying to plan how to get a phone in there to him. I want to chat to G. Bryan. He's who he's referring to. We fi all make weed reach the G. All a phone the man want to no dog. May I tell Squeezy Eye, which is another gangster, and him a go on like a pussy under him foot, dog, complain City Puss. If me get a banger, which is a cell phone, how me I go reach him? Asked the witness. From it reach, me can deal with it, man, replied City Puss. He added, me did a tell a youth fi dig off some money off of the road tomorrow and buy it. If I even fi thief a phone or take one of the man them phone and me buy it back. You see it? The conversation then moved into City Post suggesting that he wanted to rob a businessman of his licensed firearm and then sell it back to him for $500,000. Me blouse and skirt. Wait no. So right here now, they actually have footage recorded of them planning how to get some weed and how to get some phone into the prison to Andre Blackman. Seeing? The man I say, yo dog, me I tell Squeezy Eye, and him a go on like a pussy under him foot, dog. This is what City Post said. So Squeezy Eye never jump to the thing. Squeezy Eye like him did afraid. Then he went and said, if me get a banger, How me I go reach him? Asked the witness. And City Puss say, from it reach, I can deal with it, man, replied City Puss. He added, me did I tell a youth to dig off some money off of the road tomorrow and buy it. If I even fi thief a phone or take one of the man them phone, I'ma buy it back. The conversation then moved into City Puss suggesting that he wanted to rob a businessman of his licensed firearm and sell it back to the same businessman for $500,000. Now here's the thing. The previous record we did, we read to you, because this is not coming from us, SouFLoTV. All we are doing is compiling the information as it is printed in these trusted media sources, and we are bringing them to you. Star, Gleaner, Loop, TVJ, CVM, whoever has it, we go get it and we bring it to you, right? All right. In the previous one, City Puss was heard claiming that he was the one that committed 2 murders and ordered the shooting up of a police station and other things already. And he professed his loyalty to Black Man, saying that Black Man is the only man who ever put money in his pocket. The only man who ever make him feel certain kind of way, you know me I say, like him validated and them thing there. So him owe him highest loyalty to the man there. So City Puss is a loyal soldier. That is what is going to stand up in court. The tape went on. I call the boy Peter. I go tell me say nothing nah go on. I go pressure him blood clot. Come on, take the piece there off of him. Shared City Puss. Peace was symbolic for the legal gun that the witness later told the court. Who named Peter? The witness asked. And he replied, Peter, the big man there, we did a run a piece of money over them man. And call me and say, Buck you want $50,000 every week or month end. Something like that, replied City Puss. Meanwhile, an attempt by the prosecution to enter into evidence a voice note from City Puss to the witness failed on Wednesday. Again, an attempt by the prosecution to enter into evidence a voice note from City Puss to the witness failed on Wednesday. So prosecution was trying to enter that voice note into evidence and it failed. That way they cannot use that against City Puss in the trial. Now watch it pre, you know. Watch what go on. Presiding Judge Chief Justice Brian Sykes said that the prosecution had to do more in order for that recording to meet the requirement of the Evidence Amendment Act. He pointed to the fact that City Puss was the producer of that audio and not the witness. Sykes said that prosecutors will have to present other evidence to the court to prove that the device that produced the voice note was functional, a prescribed requirement of the Evidence Amendment Act. Me don't know what that mean, but City Puss just get lucky right there so with that piece there, because that cannot be entered into evidence against him even though they heard it. The judge said nope, that wasn't produced by the informant or the undercover person. That was actually produced by City Puss, which should make it valid, right? But it's not. Now I know a lot of people are going to say again, yo, I think that judge there, I think that judge is working with them, you know. I think that judge is blah, blah, blah. But like I've explained before to you, we're talking about, this is not court of opinions, shade tree courtroom. This is laws on the books that this judge has to go by, right? Sykes said that prosecutors will have to present other evidence to the court to prove that the device that produced that voice note was functional, a prescribed requirement of the Evidence Amendment Act. A prescribed requirement of the Evidence Amendment Act, meaning he can't go around it himself as a judge. I saw the thing set. And it worked in City Puss' favor this time. Brian Christie and 31 other men. Brian, who is the alleged leader, Andre Blackman Brian. Christie, who is the female pastor and the only female that is embroiled in all this, who is also referred to as Mumma, and 31 others, men, are being tried under the Criminal Justice Suppression of Criminal Organization Act 2014, better known as the Anti-Gang Legislation, on an indictment with carries 25 counts. The men and the one woman have been charged with multiple offenses, including being a part of a criminal organization, illegal possession of firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, facilitating conspiracy to murder, and facilitating arson. The offenses were allegedly committed between January 1st of 2015 and June 30th of 2019 in St. Catherine, and all have pled not guilty so far, and we are following as this unfolds. Jerome Watson said, so aren't they going to press her on the police that gave them the information? If they allowed that to stay in the force, we are still being held hostage. Right. Which I said earlier, how come they're not asking or revealing who that police officer was that she is claiming that was giving her information, right? She said the police beat a murder charge. He was taken off frontline duty because him kill a youth. But he beat the charge, so he's back on duty again, and they have him on their side. Raymond Thomas said, I thought that Mumma was a married pastor that was in the church. Now we hear that Crocs was her boyfriend. Which God was she serving? You know, at this point, the whole Mumma thing and Pastor Christie thing is just laughable to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Victoria says a number how much man them implicate so far. About 5 gonna walk free, you know. I would love to get all the transcripts and everything from the case to write a book. Too much friends of rich people always have access to these things when brighter minds could use it for award-winning purposes. I wonder how much longer this trial will be. And that's a valid question, because we've been talking about that for the longest, that this whole thing is shaping up like a... People, remember that I said this, and I don't care if it happens this year, next year, or 10 years down the road, but somebody is going to turn this into a full-blown movie. And I am serious. I just hope that it's a Jamaican producer that does that and not an American or some foreign entity where they just swoop it up, make some big Hollywood film, and we get none of the royalties or none of the money that will come off of this. But this is huge. This is definitely huge. And it is so riveting, you know, with all the twists and turns that come out of this. Boy, may I tell you. Here one now. At the same time, please remember, disclaimer, I'll say it again. These are not our words. When you hear me reading through, some people are saying, SouFlo, you shouldn't curse so much because it don't sound good. When you hear me say stuff like, yo, I want to hold the blood clot, boy, so and so, it is because I am reading directly from the script as it is printed, as the news media gives it to us, as it was played and heard on the recording that was played in the courtroom. Alright? I don't know, I do my thing already. Big up on yourself. Hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned because it's getting even more exciting. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace. Alright, listen. So you started a business, right? Whether it's a brick and mortar business or a business online. How is your business doing? Is it doing well? Do you need promotions? You cannot afford to start a business and not do promotions. Promotions is what it's all about. Some people have a big budget. That way they can spend a whole lot of money on these huge platforms. MSNBC, NBC, CNN, all those. Your budget might not be that. Those are $1 million budgets. At the same time, you can still reach a demographic of people that might be interested in your business. And how do you do that? You do that by piggybacking on one of these channels that the core audience of that channel is also the type of people you are trying to reach with your business. It works, okay? Hook up, give me a call, or shoot me an email and let's get your promo going right now. I don't care what business it is, I can send people to you. Now, before we go, let me say this. I am not guaranteeing you a certain amount of subscribers. You are the one that will have to, or I'm not guaranteeing you a certain amount of people that will come. You are the one that has to continue to push your business. Okay, with you promoting your business yourself and me promoting your business for you, there's no way you can't win. So give me a call right now or shoot me an email and let's work this out. I have a promotion special going on right now. Pretty much anybody can afford this, okay? It is more than half of what I normally do things for. Get in on a deal before it's gone. I've been running it for 2 weeks. The intention is to run it for 4 weeks. So let this one pass you. Call right now. Email right now. Let's get this moving. Promotions, promotions, promotions. That's what it's all about.